I'm a big fan of things DC, Marvel, and basically anything superhero and comic related. With the new Batman movie coming out, I thought it'd be a great time to have a little bit of fun with the Batman storyline. I'm going to be taking some of the characters from Batman and I'm going to put them in the Pokemon universe. Introducing the Dark Knight of Goth-to. In the vast world of Pokemon, there was a young boy, Bruce Waynard, who lost his parents in a tragic and horrible accident. Ever since then, he was left with a hole in his heart, a hole that could only be filled by Pokemon. One day, he became friends with a small Pokemon called Noibat, and while travelling around his home region of Goth-to, he saw a group bullying a small child. Not wanting to see others hurt as he saw his parents hurt, he decided to step up and stop the bullies. Unfortunately, this first encounter did not go well. Even with the help of his new friend, Noibat, the bullies pulled out their Pokemon and a battle ensued. The leader of the bullies called out his Pokemon, Mime Jr. Unfortunately, our young hero was not experienced enough or strong enough to win this battle. And after Noibat was defeated, the bullies came over and beat the young heir up. As he left, the leader of the bullies told our young hero not to be so weak and to know his place. Also, to take that creepy looking Pokemon away with him. As he left, he let out a cackling laugh that sent chills to the bone. After that day, the young boy trained and trained with Noibat to become strong enough to defend the weak. He became obsessed with the fact Noibat was creepy to the bullies and seemed to scare the bully in some way. So he designed a costume to wear when fighting those who would pick on the people of the Goth-to region. Once he became old enough to travel on his own Pokemon adventure, Noibat evolved into Noivern, and our caped hero amended his costume to what would be his hero persona, Batman. The costume was based on a bat-type Pokemon and put fear into the local bullies he foiled on his nightly patrol. Just as he thought that the bullies and crime within the Goth-to region had been cleared up, a new gang emerged, led by what's rumoured to be a strange and insane clown with a Pokemon just as crazy as he was. One night on patrol, Bruce Waynard, aka Batman, noticed a crime in progress and went to stop the thugs. After taking them out with little effort, our hero Batman was stopped in his tracks by a familiar but terrifying cackle that shook him to the bone. As he turned around, he saw the newest criminal who had whitish grey skin, yellow eyes and an insane glint in them, and a crazed smile that went from cheek to cheek. Eccentric characters who look like Pokemon or dress similar to their Pokemon are not strange in the world and are even common practice and commonplace, with very few being judged as looking odd or too eccentric. But this criminal was far from the normal variety that you would see. His hair was green and his skin was pale grey and white in colour. His eyes were yellow and he had a giant smile on his face, looking creepy and at the same time strangely happy, even when he was angry. His Pokemon, Mr. Rhyme, a rare and evolved version of Mr. Mime, the pair looked perfect together, both with strange looks and yellow eyes. Perhaps the thing that throws the victims off the most is this character looks crazed and insane, and with his smile while threatening them, it put a fear into their hearts. His Pokemon, Mr. Rhyme, however, instead looked almost comical, with his tap dancing around while holding his cane made of ice. The only way to know that Mr. Rhyme was being serious was by paying close attention to the face on his chest and his belly to see if it looked angry or not. This eccentric villain soon became known by the nickname he loved to refer to himself as, the Clown Prince of Crime. And although insane and deranged in his personality, he was also bored at times and even frustrated as he found there was no one who could match him in a Pokemon battle or stop his crime spree, which became more and more vicious and insane as time went on. This was until one night, while in the small region of Goth-to, he came across a strange heroic character dressed as a bat. Ironically, despite his own appearance being the Clown Prince of Crime and quite eccentric, he thought to himself, this wannabe hero was nuts, as he attacked the hero and a battle began. As the battle went on, it became clearer to the Clown Prince of Crime that he was unable to get the upper hand. However, instead of getting frustrated, the clown was getting more and more excited, even referring to the caped hero as Batsy with an affectionate tone. Who won this epic clash? Well, that's a story for another time. With the appearance of the caped hero and villainous Joker, the region of Goth-to underwent a strange phenomenon. More and more characters with eccentric costumes and personalities to match started showing up in the region. Our caped hero was disheartened as he had almost cleared Goth-to of all of his crime. But despite this, he decided to redouble his efforts. One of the new criminals was referred to as the Penguin, bitter as he was once the heir to a vast fortune. But due to his appearance, which looked like, well, a penguin, his family disowned him and left him with a group of penguin-type Pokemon. These Pokemon took him in and raised him as one of their own. As he grew up, he became close friends with one of the Piplup Pokemon, who took him in, and as they grew up, they became closer and closer. They started to get into more and more mischief. It started with stealing food as a means to get by, and eventually turned into stealing more and more items. As the boy became a man, his Pokemon evolved into Empoleon. They came to Goth-to, as with the increase in crime and criminals, it seemed that the pickings were quite rich in this region. While scoping out a local bank to rob, the Penguin came across a strange sight. He had heard tale of the Clown Prince of Crime with a strange look, but he never expected the rumours to be, well, true. Before him, there was a crazed and eccentric criminal with wild green hair and a cackle that was more terrifying than the rumours could do justice. Not one to back down from a crime, the Penguin called out to the Joker, and before long, the pair had decided to team up to take out the Batman and to take over the Goth-to region in order to loot all the riches before making it theirs. In order to lure out Batman, they decided to hit the biggest and wealthiest name in Goth-to, Bruce Waynard, to take the Waynard fortune and to finally eliminate the Batman once and for all. What do you guys think? Did you enjoy turning Batman into Pokemon trainers? If you did, let me know in the comments below and leave a suggestion of who you'd like to see in a follow-up episode. If you're new to the channel, I've got other series such as my multiverse story arc, where we take characters from different universes and venomize them, taking characters from one genre to another genre. So My Hero Academia characters as mages, or even My Hero Academia characters as DC Lanterns, which is perhaps the first one I did of this series. I also have turning characters from popular series into dragons, so be sure to check those out. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Remember, stay safe everybody. I'll catch you next time.